All right, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Hope you guys are doing well. This is October 15th, 2017. Wow, October is already halfway over. It is what it is. Time is just moving fast. We're almost to 2018 already with a blink of an eye. Okay, so for those that are asking about Electrum, I did buy some tokens. As you guys see here, I bought 10,384 tokens. Okay, that's not that much for the price that it's at. But if this thing goes up, like let's say to 50 cents, maybe even $1, then that's gonna be a nice return, right? So Electrum, the link's in the description. As you can see here, you get a 10% bonus when you buy coins. So let's say you buy 10,000 coins, you'll get 100. You'll get actually this is a you get a 1% signing bonus for if you sign up under any referral link, and also you'll get the 10% bonus as well. So let's say if you get 10,000 coins, you'll get the 10% bonus, which is what, 100 bucks, 100 coins or something like that, extra, whatever it is. Okay. My mind's going blank right now. This is I don't know what it is. 1,000 coins, 10% is a thousand, 10,000 coins to 1,000, right? Extra coins or something like that, right? So, anyways, mine's going crazy. Anyways, that is Electrum. Don't want to spend much time on it. Also, the link's in the description. It should be the first link. If you guys want some coins there, it's going to be a cryptocurrency that does a mobile app mining. You'll be able to mine on your mobile app. Okay, that's why it has a big buzz going on it right now. Just okay. I did post this on Twitter. Just because you don't hang with people anymore doesn't mean you don't love them. Remember, there are lots of people who hang with people they hate. So just because you don't hang with people any longer, the people that you used to hang with, doesn't mean that you hate them. It means that you understand what your destiny is. You understand that they're not part of your destiny, and that you have a destiny to do, and you don't want to put yourself in unequally yoked situations, right? So that's what that means, right? And just because you see people hanging with somebody, that doesn't mean that person is for that person. It could a lot of times when you see people hanging with people, they could be enemies towards that person. They could be secretly planning out that person's demise, right? Failures and downfall. And that's why we see a lot of people fall because of the people they hang with. Many people fall because of the people they hang with, not because of what their choices were, but it is a choice to hang with people as well. But a lot of people fall because of the people around them. So just understand that. Just because you don't hang with people doesn't mean you don't love them, man. I hate that. Oh man, you ain't hang with me in 3 years. So what? Doesn't mean I don't love you. You know what I mean? It just means that my destiny is different than yours, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's all it means. Doesn't mean that I hate you. Doesn't mean I don't love you. And I'm praying for you. If I'm praying for you, God is also praying for you, right? So let's keep it moving. Looks like Peaches says, it's amazing and scary how much I see what you say. I get 100%. I've either said or to someone or have thought it myself. You're in my head. Okay. All right. Glory to God. Let's see here. It says source. Let's get into Iraq news now. It says source leading Peshmerga leading to Baghdad. Leading Peshmerga leading to Baghdad. Okay. Leading Peshmerga. I'm trying to say it 3 times because I'm trying to figure out what they mean by this. Leading Peshmerga leading to Baghdad. Okay, it says sources: the arrival of senior leader in the Peshmerga forces to the capital. Oh, okay. So leaders of Peshmerga forces are headed towards Baghdad. I'm pretty sure for meetings because of this Kirkuk issue that continues to go on. And Peshmerga forces are not leaving Kirkuk, and if they did leave Kirkuk, were told to return and defend the land. So, yeah, this is interesting. It's going to get interesting this week. This week's going to be very interesting. Now, you have this guy saying that the government does not want to clash with the Peshmerga forces. Of course you don't, because you will lose if you fight the Peshmerga. Now, of course, eventually you'll win because you have millions of more troops than the Peshmergas. But in the medium term, you would lose that battle against the Peshmerga forces, who are way more elite than the Iraqi forces. So Yeah, so in the medium term, you would lose if if you go straight up on them with 10,000 forces versus 10,000 forces, or whatever the case may be. You would lose that battle, but overall, you would win the war in the end because there would be so many of them that they have to fight. But I don't think it would get there anyway, because as soon as something happened, America already said that they would annihilate whoever starts anything. So, and then that would bring a wake up call to anybody that wants to try anything else. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this was crazy. And you had American Air Forces, the American Air Force flying around over top of Kirkuk, daring anybody to try something. Interesting, right? So the government does not want to clash with the Peshmergas, but wants to implement the provisions of the Constitution. Well, here's the problem when you talk about the Constitution, because Kirkuk said that they want to be part of Kurdistan region, and they voted to go independent with the Kurdistan region on the 25th. So if that's what they want to do, then that's what they should be allowed to do that. And they voted on the. Of course, they're going to come and say, well, the referendums were unconstitutional. Well, that's unconstitutional to you, but it's not unconstitutional for them. Okay, so and that's the problem they're having. It's like, okay, I'm going independent, I'm going free from you, and you're telling me it's unconstitutional. But for me, if I'm going independent, I don't care about your constitution. You see, and that's the problem with Baghdad. Baghdad doesn't want to implement things that are positive in the Constitution for their country, but they will talk about the Constitution if you're trying to leave their country. If you're trying to do your own thing, then here comes the Constitution. I mean, we've been in this study for how long? In and out of the study for how long? And I've never seen Baghdad GOIs use the Constitution as much as they have done in this last 4 months. And that's because somebody's trying to leave them. Okay, so now they want to bring up the Constitution when you want to leave them. But while you were part of them, they never even want to implement anything in the Constitution. That's why we don't have the major laws, the important laws. We don't have any purchasing power. We don't have anything for the country. The country don't have anything that's part of the Constitution and going to the international rate and international status with all the oil they have and all the oil reserves they have. But they will use the Constitution if you're trying to leave their country and say it's unconstitutional. So they want to put a provision of the Constitution in Kirkuk so it doesn't go to the Kurdish region. You see what I'm saying? So they want to use the Constitution so the Kurdish region, the Kirkuk region, doesn't go to Kurdistan region. So that's all they care about. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care that the Kirkuk wants to go to Kurdistan. They want to use the Constitution to keep the Kirkuk region part of Iraq. But, you know what I mean, they didn't want to give the oil and gas law, which is part of the Constitution, that the revenue of oil and gas goes to the citizens. They won't do that. They won't implement Article 140. They won't implement the oil and gas law. They won't give the oil revenues. They won't give purchasing power. That is all part of the Constitution. They won't return to the international stage, which is part of the Constitution and part of the CBI. And I even told Cordero that the CBI doesn't even follow the CBI regulations and rules and descriptions, because they're supposed to be giving purchasing power, and they're supposed to provide jobs, economy, and purchasing power, and they don't do any of those three. So these people don't even do their job descriptions, but yet they're screaming out that you're unconstitutional. Oh my goodness. 800 Daesh landed themselves to the Peshmergas in Kirkuk, including 30 leaders. So Daesh is just turning themselves over because they know they're gonna lose a battle. They ain't trying to die. They're like, you know what? We're gonna surrender now before these Peshmerga forces annihilate us. Reuters here, Peshmerga prevent Iraqi forces from entering the oil fields in Kirkuk. Yeah, so go ahead and try, Iraqi army. We know that you're not as strong as us. We know that you don't have as much training as us. We've been training with Americans for a long time. We know that you're not elitist like us. A lot of you guys are brand new. So go ahead and dare try to take over this oil field. We will annihilate you, and which would be very bad for our investment. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want any clashes to happen. The central bank governor heads to Washington to attend the IMF and World Bank meetings. This has to be a secret meeting or some type of different meeting, because I talked about this on the main channel. These meetings with the IMF and World Bank have already over. They actually complete today. It says the DC October 9th through the 15th, and also today's the last day, and today is the Fighting Corruption Day. So maybe a lot came over there to talk about fighting corruption. I don't know, but the meetings are over. Okay, these meetings are already over. So Allak might be going in there. Allak might be going there to meet with the IMF and World Bank and I guess talk about some things. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Not sure. Not sure if this is accurate or not, or maybe Allak is going there to meet with them by himself. And I'm hoping if he is there, and I'm hoping that if he is there, or if he did go there, then I'm hoping that they make him they remove the acting position on the documents of the IMF and make him the central bank Allak. Okay, I don't care what Iraq says about him. I don't care what the articles say about Allak. We're talking about the IMF documents, and I've said that a million times, and people are continuing to ask me about Allak. Hey, on this article it says Allak is the central bank governor. Who cares what the Iraq says? Has Iraq given purchasing power like they're supposed to? No. Has Iraq done anything? So who cares what Iraq says? It's the IMF documents. We want to see the IMF documents have Allak as his governor of central bank. Okay, now hopefully this is the week that we see that. Because I said I wanted to see it as soon as the meetings were over. Iran closed borders crossings with the region of Kurdistan and at the request of Baghdad. So it was Baghdad who requested Iran to close their borders with the Kurds. So it wasn't Iran itself. It was Baghdad. We got some traitors here. Okay, so Iraq is told Iran to close their borders. Interesting. And it says the government, there is no dialogue on the referendum because we totally reject it. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so here's a picture of Allak with Abadi. Now they're saying that this was Wednesday. Now the 9th through the 15th was the IMF World Bank meetings with the central bankers. But they're showing a picture here of Allak and Abadi. This could be an old picture or not, but they're saying that the governor of central bank, Ali Osman Ismail Allak, participated in the meetings with the Higher Committee for Reconstruction and Investment on Wednesday, the 11th, October 17th. Now, why is this coming out now on the 15th of October? I don't understand. Why wait so long to tell us this? Which was chaired by the Prime Minister. The meeting dealt with the issues related to the advancement of reconstruction and investment projects in Iraq. Well, the meeting should have been about purchasing power and the movement of free capital flow, because if you're going to talk about reconstruction and investments, people need to be able to have free capital flow to come in and out of Iraq to be able to reconstruct it with their companies, and that's not the case at this moment. If this is a current picture from the 11th, Allak was in this meeting, and so he wasn't at the IMF meeting on the 11th if he was in Baghdad in this meeting. So kind of weird, because Allak was supposed to be at the IMF World Bank Central Bank meeting between the 9th and the 15th, meeting with the bankers. We even had articles that said that the central bank are meeting with bankers. Remember, I even did the video on there. Meeting with U.S. bankers. So this is kind of weird. We got so many different things. We got the central bank, Central Bank of Iraq meeting with bankers during the week of the central bank meetings with the IMF and World Bank. Then you have this one talking about Allak. No, and they're saying no. Allak was in Iraq meeting with Abadi about the reconstruction. Then you have another article saying that Allak left today with others to the IMF to go meet with the IMF and the World Bank. And then you got the IMF saying here, no, because we already met on the 9th through the 15th, and today we're only doing one more meeting, and that's to fight corruption, and that's only from the 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So something's up. So something's not right, okay? Either way, I'm pretty sure regardless, Allak did meet with them either beforehand or right now. I don't care. All we really care about is that I want to hear them talk about Allak, and I want them here to make Allak remove that acting position on the documents and make him the acting governor. I want to see that. Let's wrap it up here with crypto so I can stop talking. I think I'll be back later to do a on the main channel, Currency 365. Subscribe over there to do a crypto's charts reading video for you guys. Down day today. People are taking some profits here or moving some money into electronium. Somebody invested 30 bitcoins, so I think that was one of the reasons for why we saw a sell off in Bitcoin at 5,800. Looked like we were about to hit 6,000, and all of a sudden we started dropping. And I think it's because that person sold 30 bitcoins into electronium. So that's a lot of electronium. So. There's a lot of tokens. Let's see here. Ripple's the only thing that's up, and I think let's see. Amiso Go at 774. Okay. Tether is up. USD Tether's up. Still Lumina's up. Stratus is rising. Pivx is up a little bit. Whole bunch of coins are down today. Today's not a bloodbath because there are coins that are up. Dogecoin's up, Game Credit's up, and so we got some coins that are up 30%, 15%. So not everything is down. Sprouts is up 111%. I don't know what that is, but anyways, so there you have it. Let's see if Cloakcoin is up. I'm not sure why Cloakcoin ain't in the top 100. Okay, let me see here. All right. It's down 9%. Okay. So those are the coins. Those are the top 100 coins. And many coins are down. Many coins are taking a breather. Bitcoin's taking a little breather here. People are buying the ICO coins here. So that's fine. Taking a breather right there at 5,500, which is a good spot. And now it's just going to rest itself. Hopefully, I'll do a crypto chart reading later in a couple of hours, and we're probably going to see that the RSIs have come down from 100, probably back to 80, 90, 80 range, and that's a good sign that we're about to go higher, because then we're going to see probably a buy signal come in, and then we're going to go test that 6,000 plus range before the Bitcoin Gold hard fork, which is in 10 days. Bitcoin Gold hard fork in 10 days. You're going to get free Bitcoin for holding Bitcoin. And you're going to see a bunch of people rush into Bitcoin before that 25th to get those free coins. All right. Talk to you guys later. Eyes open. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm out. Bye.